Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honourable Ministers, distinguished delegates, colleagues and friends from across the Commonwealth. What a joy it is to be back in the wonderful city of Nairobi, which is the dynamic capital of this incredible country. So to say to all of you, Karibu. I want to perhaps use my real name, as you know, is Nazirian, because I am in fact a daughter of the Maasai. So what a privilege it is to stand alongside you at this opening of this inaugural Commonwealth edition of Kenya Innovation Week. Mr. President, your leadership in advancing Kenya's ambitious innovation agenda, which is fast turning the wonderful nation into Africa's principal innovation hub, is remarkable. This will be an impact and make an impact in every single sector, not only driving Kenya forward, but placing Kenya at the heart of the efforts to solve some of the world's biggest challenges. Climate change is one example. Kenya is already a world leader in geothermal energy, which now represents 47% of the total production. But green energy now accounts for 96% of the energy in Kenya, second to none, I think, in Africa. And with the powerful initiative to plant 15 billion trees by 2032, including 100 million planted in a single day just 2 weeks ago, it means Kenya's role in climate change mitigation now has the potential to be transformational. These are just two of the reasons why you, Mr. President, have been recognized by the Time magazine as one of the world's 100 most influential leaders shaping global climate action. And I congratulate you, and I pay tribute to Kenya's National Innovation Agency, which under the spirited leadership of Tony Omswanza, forgive me for stumbling over your surname, I just think of you as Tony the Magnificent, is transforming the innovation landscape. This is only the third Kenya Innovation Week, but thanks to your work, it has already become established as a firm fixture in the international calendar. So this is a testament to the creativity, the passion, and expertise which showcased, the commitment to innovation across public, private, research and academic sectors, and above all, the entrepreneurial spirit and talent of Kenya's young people, who are driving this proud nation forward to an ever more hopeful future. And I'm so proud that Kenya and the Commonwealth are working in such close partnership to achieve even more together, Mr. President. Innovation is the of progress, and we are living through a technological revolution which is dizzying in its pace, scale, revolutions of the 19th century, with its implications which are just as profound. More people than ever before. More people rely on digital services than ever before. New technologies, such as artificial Internet of Things, have become critical to nearly every sector. They're driving profound changes in our daily lives, changing how we consume, produce, and work, how people connect, and how businesses are run. By the end of this decade, they will have completely transformed our societies, our economies, and our public services. And it is emerging from a fierce cauldron of global economic, environmental, and security crises, which are unprecedented. To harness and master this revolution will determine not only our success in overcoming these crises, but a peaceful, more sustainable, and more prosperous common future. Look at what is happening here in Kenya. Innovation is nothing with data. Incredible advancements in harnessing data and technology to improve healthcare, agriculture, finance, and so much more. The introduction of M-Pesa has revolutionized mobile banking and financial inclusion, not only in Kenya, but in other parts of the world. And Kenya's tech ecosystem is expanding all the time, served well by new hubs and incubators. This is a lesson to everybody about what is possible where government are clear-eyed about what they want to achieve, with a strategy to deliver it. And I'm determined that the Commonwealth, under my leadership, and will not only be your greatest supporter, but we will be your accelerator. Just imagine what we could achieve by working together. In the Commonwealth, 55 other independent, sovereign nations across 5 continents in an equal partnership of shared values, shared goals, and shared advantages. With 2.5 billion people, 60% of whom are under the age of 30, the Commonwealth represents 1/3 of humanity. We have a quarter of the world's land and almost 1/3 of the ocean under national jurisdiction. We comprise developed and developing economies, island states and landlocked states, some of the largest populations of any country in the world, and some of the smallest. 5 of the 10 fastest growing cities on the planet, and some of the most remote indigenous communities. And our economic power and potential is rapidly expanding. The combined stock of physical infrastructure, natural capital, and human capital in our Commonwealth now exceeds the value of $150 trillion US dollars. Trade costs between Commonwealth countries are 21% lower on average than trade between non-Commonwealth countries, and intra-Commonwealth investment since I became Secretary General. Our convening power, our expertise, and our capacity to provide assistance to each other and every member state is unique. And working with the mandates of all of our heads of government, combined with my own personal conviction, I am determined that by the time we arrive in Samoa for our heads of government meeting next October, the Commonwealth will be irrefutably established as the world's leading intergovernmental organization in incubating and unleashing innovation. And let me just give you a couple of examples of what is possible. Earlier this year, I was invited to Silicon Valley to be honored with a Global Innovation Award. And during that visit, I met with world-leading tech firms, including NVIDIA, Microsoft, Deloitte, HP, and DeepMind, to name just a few, along with experts from the University of California, Berkeley, to discuss the latest innovations and advancements in artificial intelligence. Their work is breathtaking. It was crystal clear how artificial intelligence could be used to help climate-vulnerable countries anticipate and prepare for the worst effects of climate change, and how it could be used to help farmers across the Commonwealth manage their crops, help healthcare professionals reach more people, or help countries like Kenya, with amazing innovators, gain more efficient access to international markets. So I invited them to work with us, and together we created the Commonwealth Artificial Intelligence Consortium. And this consortium is unique, bringing world-leading firms together and leading academics, not-for-profits, Commonwealth governments, and international institutions in a partnership for innovation, growth, and sustainable development. And we held the consortium's first meeting in the margins of the UN General Assembly in New York in September. And a robust action plan for our small states has already been agreed. But the plan focuses on 4 critical areas for implementation: research and innovation, policy, capacity building and infrastructure, and youth and gender empowerment as cross-cutting themes. And delivering this plan will help us to close the growing digital divide between developed and developing nations, and roll out the benefits of AI across healthcare, education, industry, and government, and build a new framework for the application of AI across the whole Commonwealth within a single year. So let me offer a practical example of the consortium's potential, which I hope, Mr. President, will delight you, because it's absolutely in line with your vision and your delivery. Because earlier I mentioned the fantastic initiative to plant 15 billion trees by 2030, your inspirational idea. Every tree is a money generator due to its carbon storage capacity. But the new technology means it is possible to measure the carbon stored in each tree. And one of our consortium members, Planet Lab, is experimenting with this idea for carbon trading to achieve net zero goals. So it means we will move from guesstimates to accurate estimates, which when you say to others, pay me the money, will now be able to know how much they should pay. So next week at COP28, we will support these efforts by launching a new program for the Commonwealth called Geospatial Expertise Networking and Innovations for United Climate Solutions. And you don't have to remember that, just remember it's called Commonwealth Genius. Because through the Commonwealth Genius program, we will be able to leverage AI and geospatial technologies as implementation instruments to accelerate established Commonwealth initiatives, including the Commonwealth Climate Finance Access Hub, the Commonwealth Blue Charter, the Living Lands Charter, and the Sustainable Energy Transition Agenda, as well as the flagship national policies of Commonwealth member states. So everything you aspire, we are going to accelerate and help you to achieve. So in practice, Mr. President, this means that we will be able to support, measure, and accelerate policies such as your tree planting initiative, multiplying the effects not only in relation to climate change, but in the ability to mobilize significantly more resources for sustainable development. And this is only the beginning, because the beauty of the Commonwealth is that everything we do is scalable, replicable, action-oriented, and rooted in our shared values. And we know that our history, that when Commonwealth leads, the world follows. Our leaders were calling for action on climate change in 1989, before there was even a process for international negotiations. They stood resolute in the face of apartheid. The Commonwealth Charter, which was agreed in 2013, provided the framework for sustainable development goals agreed 2 years later. And in leading on AI and the technological revolution, I hope that Kenya and every member of our family of nations sees the Commonwealth not only as your friend and your ally, but as your partner of choice as you continue to propel yourselves forward, so that we may overcome the challenges we face together. We can grow together and flourish together. As individuals and organizations in this room today, we all have different capabilities and specialisms, but we all have something special to offer. And each of us has the power to change. Kenya Innovation Week is so special because it is a unique opportunity to combine those capabilities and pool that power to reshape not only this magnificent country, Mr. President, but the continent and the Commonwealth and the wider world. And I thank you for your leadership, for your concentration, for your passion and your energy, and may you never sleep. God bless you.
The initiative driven by Kenyan youth and a program in partnership between the government